Tarot. Back again with your monthly installment for the zodiac sign of Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising for the month of September 2017. I'm using a tarot of 78 doors, and the things you see on the side are my Rider-Waite in gold, just for some clarification, because it's just kind of like all over the place, but I believe I got what Spirit is trying to tell me. Okay, so I'm just going to read the cards off to you. If I sound like I'm out of breath, that's because I'm still getting over a cold, guys. Like, it's so hard to talk and not be able to breathe out of your nose. Anyway, I was interrupted. My phone rang. All right, so let's talk about the cards. We have the Eight of Pentacles, Strength, the King of Pentacles, the Hierophant, the Page of Pentacles, the Five of Pentacles, the Six of Swords, the Eight of Swords, the Emperor, the Six of Pentacles, excuse me, the Three of Pentacles, the Five of Cups, and the overall energy is the Eight of Cups. All right, now Capricorn, we're going to talk, okay, real quick. I'm not going to be very long with your reading. I don't want these to be too long. Y'all don't like it. I don't like it. It's just too much. A lot of times it's because I'm trying to find multiple stories, but sometimes it just is what it is. Spirit want to talk about what they want to talk about for the month of September, and that's that, okay? Now, I want to speak to some of my Capricorns that had life partners, twin flames that were fire signs, okay? Particularly Aries, but it could be any fire sign, okay? Aries were the ones that was more leaning towards twin flames, okay? Back in April. So if you're one of the ones that went into the vertex back in April and you found yourself with your actual twin, you went right into union, and then maybe a couple months later, you guys were ripped out of each other's lives. You're the ones I'm talking to, okay? Now, you're going to know whether this is you because the story is very specific and it's very cutthroat, just straight to the point, okay? That relationship is very difficult. Now, you could have known that person 10, 15 years, maybe 2 years, 3 years. You could have known that person before you actually came together, okay? You could have even been talking to them on and off for about a year. And then all of a sudden in April, everything changed. Maybe they tried to establish a little bit more firmness or give you a little bit of a solid commitment, okay? And then like right before the summertime hit, it kind of seems like everything just went up and blew up in your face, okay? This person started doing wrong. All of a sudden, they ran out there cheating on you. A lot of them got with air signs, particularly Gemini, okay? Doesn't have to be Gemini. I mean, it could be any air sign, okay? Because depending on who you're dealing with. But it was a really big change that was going on for Capricorn back in the month of April. Now, not only that, but your finances was going to shit as well, okay? You were struggling and you were having a hard time obtaining any financial grace, okay? It's just been really, really tough. This summer has been probably one of the toughest summers for Capricorn, okay? Now, here we are hitting September. What I do see is that Spirit has looked upon you and it's kind of like they're satisfied with the work that you've given, with the time that you put in. The only thing that I see is that really just having a hard time with this fire sign because the fire sign went AWOL. They may be in another relationship at this time. You've been trying to move on and trying to meet other people, but you've been having a hard time, okay? Because this person been on your mind. See, this is not something that you can just pick up and walk completely out of and just totally forget about, especially twin flames. That's why I don't know why most of you all want a twin flame. You all want to be, you know, awarded with that gift, and that's one of them gifts that you just be like, listen, return to sender, Linda. Seriously, because I can't, this is too much. Now, there was an imbalance between the two of you. This is what happened in April. Even though you went into the vertex, you guys came together in union, there was an imbalance between you, okay? One was taking more than the other. One was dishing out more than the other. You know, it was just an imbalance that was going on between the two of you. Now, what I do see is that for a lot of you Capricorns, you may have found yourself giving and giving and giving to your fire sign, okay? Almost as if they always needed you, like they couldn't do anything without you, okay? And you being the supporter that you are, Capricorn is one of the most supportive signs out there, okay? Especially when it comes to their children. it's kind of like you fell into a thought process of looking at this person. This is your better half, but you're looking at them as if they're your children, as if you have to pick them up and, covet them and help them on their journey every time they fall, or you have to be available. These are your individuals, the fire sign, that come into your life. They promise you they'll never hurt you again. Then all of a sudden they're doing something to devastate you. Well, let me explain that process. It is not for you to run and pick up this person. You're not supposed to do that. What you're supposed to do is kind of like let this person scatter on their own, scatter and scramble and try to pick themselves up. And this is about you putting your foot down and being able to tell them no. Okay, you got to get yourself together, because you can't truly see what you do is whenever you keep helping this person, you're disabling this individual. You want to enable them to be strong, just as strong as you. Okay, because before you could actually go into a full union where you're actually living together and you're supporting one another and you're doing your work together, your spiritual work together, you guys have to be on the same level. Okay, and that's what was not happening. Okay, so this is why Spirit had tore you up maybe back in May, June, July. Okay, these summer months, they tore you guys apart and put them with somebody totally different. Some of your partners have went to jail. Okay, Spirit was serious. Like, they literally ripped these people out of your life. They may not have stayed long, but just pretty much trying to separate the two of you so that they can go on their journey and they could raise their consciousness and, deal with some of those insecurities or those dormant issues. Okay, as well as you work on strength and work on saying no. All right. Now, in the course of that action, like I said, this person, this fire sign head went off, and it kind of looks like maybe they got themselves caught up, all right? They could have had a karmic partner where there's children involved, okay? Or a child involved, all right? You could have found out that they have someone pregnant, but for the majority of you, it was kind of like a twist that was there, because it kind of looks like maybe they weren't the father of the baby, okay? But this was just a way to kind of like pull on their strings. And listen, I ain't even going to sugarcoat it. It was a way to get paid back. It is what it is. All right. They had to get paid back. Okay. When Spirit, see, when you get to the life partner or the twin flame stage, you can no longer turn around and look for somebody to pick you up, because you're no longer a baby. You're not even a toddler. You're grown as hell. Okay. So Spirit does not have much sympathy for those of you out there that have entered into a twin flame union or a life partner situation, okay? They don't have sympathy. It is what it is. It's kind of like you're being forced to get the situation together. And if you can't do it, they have ways of putting you in situations that's difficult, okay? Now, looking at these cards here, I have the Ten of Wands, the Five of Cups, and this is all going on the Six of Swords. A lot of you Capricorns had the option of running into a water sign. Now, this person is probably Pisces or Scorpio. This individual happens to be your karmic soulmate, okay? This is the person that's coming in to pick you up and put back the pieces of what the fire sign have torn down, okay? Because a lot of you felt neglected with that Five of Pentacles. A lot of you felt like, just, what am I supposed to do now? I'm so used to taking care of people, and I can't take care of this person because they're far away or they moved away, and, what am I supposed to do? Well, Spirit did send you in a karmic soulmate, which happens to be Scorpio or Pisces, okay? The problem is you can't focus on that person because you're too focused on when this fire sign is returning. You're too focused on the pain that this fire sign has caused you, okay? Now, when it comes to twin flames, remember, you're clearing up the karmic energy of the self, not of the relationship, okay? When you have a life partner, you and your life partner are clearing up karmic energy within the two of you, like when you were back as catalysts or karmic soulmates, okay? Because the karmic soulmates, the catalysts, they're all the same, okay? They are all moving up to become ultimately the twin flame, okay? Now, in one lifetime, you will not have a life partner and a twin flame. You can only have one or the other, okay? These are levels that you graduate to, that you make it up to. You understand what I'm saying? So with Capricorn, some of you are different. Some of you are in life partnerships, because I do have the Hierophant here, and some of you are with your actual twin, okay? But there is somewhat of a separation. The Eight of Swords pops up right up under the Hierophant, and this is fear. This is fear of moving forward. You're so connected to this person, so wrapped around this fire sign, that you feel like even if you decide to move an inch, it's all going to tear down. Everything's going to fall apart. Well, let me tell you this. If you have a life partner and he happens to be a fire sign, it's kind of like an invisible leash. You ever see a leash on a dog that's retractable? It doesn't matter how far you go, okay? Spirit will always bring the two of you back together, okay? The importance here is just having the willpower to pick up and go, okay? Sometimes that is the lesson, all right? Just to pick up and just say, you know what, fuck this, I'm done with this. You're not going to keep treating me like this. I'm out of here. Sometimes that's your lesson. And a lot of times that's like the hardest thing in the world for you to do with this Eight of Swords, because you feel as if you're going to hang yourself up. You end with the Five of Cups again. This is being so focused on your twin flame, so focused on your life partner, that you're not even paying attention to the journey that lays in front of you that helps you to get closer to them, which is this water sign. So if you have a Pisces or a Scorpio, and you know that your life partner or twin flame happens to be fire, and there may be this could be an ex, this King of Cups could be an ex, this could be somebody you know from the past that just comes back, okay? But the Eight of Pentacles being right next to this individual says that there's work left to be done, okay? So it would do you some justice to actually get this work done. As for your life partner or your twin, they're still in the middle of their journey. They're still in the middle of their lesson. They got to go from that Pentacles to that Emperor, okay? And this is about them standing on their own 2 feet. These are individuals who kind of like looks for other people to take care of them. They're not strong enough to stand on their own. Okay, these could be your individuals who will use a woman for money. Okay, or a woman that will use a man for money. Okay, because this could be male or female. You understand what I'm saying? So these people need to grow up. You need to leave them alone while they learn their lessons. You can never be too far from them. Okay, anytime that you're missing them, a lot of times what you'll do is you'll have a dream about them when you go to sleep. All right. It's kind of like the star card, like that guiding light. Whenever you're feeling far from your twin flame or your life partner, a dream will come through to let you know exactly where you stand. You know, all you got to do is just start focusing on them for a little bit right before you go to sleep, and boom, you'll have a dream and you'll know where it is. Okay. Now, as far as those Capricorns and you're dealing with work situations, what I do see, Capricorn, you are having a really blessed month for September. I'm going to tell you the truth. You have been struggling in the past, all right? You couldn't get your finances together. You had a lot of unnecessary spending, okay? And it's just not you, Capricorn. Usually you're on top of that. When it comes to money, like money is everything to Capricorn, okay? So it looks like for the month of September, everything is going to be restored, all right? You can start focusing on the things that you really need. And maybe later, once your money builds up to a substantial amount, then you can go ahead and go after things that you want. The only thing I warn against is that if you happen to be in this situation in any way, you need to be careful, because I'm seeing some of those individuals that are getting money and then they're spending. I'm one of them spinners. I had to shut up for a minute. I got some shit going on in my life. I go shopping, Linda. Shit. Listen, okay, if you are one of those individuals that go shopping when you're stressed, this is not the month to do that. All right, because I definitely see with that Eight of Swords and that Five of Cups, I see that your money is being restored, but the problem is when you start thinking about that ex-lover, you just start spending. You know, usually that's bogged down in anger is what I like to call that. That's anger. And it could be that some of you guys are finding out that your actual twin or your life partner has a child on the way. I won't worry too much about that. Now, for some of you, it's actually, they are going to be the father. But for the majority of you, especially if you're dealing with Aries, they're not going to be the father of that baby. Okay? So that was just a little, I threw that out there. I shouldn't have threw it out there. But, you know, Linda, hey, I love helping y'all. Okay? But, you know, if you're confused and you want to know, you know, am I with my twin? Am I with my life partner? Hit me up. Allseeingeyetarot@gmail.com. Be sure to look in the description box below this video. Okay? Make sure you like, share, comment, and definitely subscribe. Okay? And I'm here for you guys if you need to talk, because I know that's a very difficult energy. Life partners, twin flames and shit. Sometimes you just be like, what is the wait for? What is the fucking wait for? I'm tired of waiting. I know. Okay? It takes one to know one. I know. Linda, I know. All right? Me personally, I don't like this whole twin flame shit. Life partner. I feel like let's just have fun and take all the worries away. But that's me. Okay? And I am a Capricorn moon. So anyway, guys, I love you much. I love you. Make sure you subscribe. Hit that like button. For those of you that would like to donate, remember to click in the little eye. It's All Seeing Eye. There's a little tab that says support my channel. All donations are appreciated. And I will get back to you, letting you know that I received it and appreciating you and thanking you personally. Okay? I thank you guys. I love you much.